Good afternoon, pump crew. Today we have a mission, and that mission is to squat low bar in a way that it's never been squatted before. And today's gonna be a mission success. Week 2 leg day, we got low bar squat. Last week we did 455. This week, as I mentioned, I don't have a coach right now, working on that, but I'm programming myself for the time being. And so originally I was thinking, 485, 495 maybe, but I was thinking about that. I'm like, that's 100 pounds below what I can squat. Let's go ahead and hit 505 and set us up. You know what I mean? Kind of softball ourselves up so that we can hit something cool and something heavy for week 3, and then just see what week 4 has. I think we'll just try to take what's there and just see how it goes. 505 is not unreasonable, and I think it's going to move good. 455 felt like air. So, I think here is where we need to be able to draw the line and differentiate between, hey, like going too hard and ego lifting and not going hard enough. I think right now with the programming I put, I just wasn't going hard enough. Low bar's feeling good. And if we need to make any changes, man, we can go from flats to heels. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to hit some leg press. We're going to hit some machine shoulder. That is TBD. We'll see what I'll do for shoulders. Some sort of military press, but I want to make sure that I'm feeling it, feeling something good. We might go dumbbells today. We'll see what today holds. And then we got seated bicep curls, and, who's to say, dumbbells or cables, I don't know. I guess we will figure that out as we go. I think I'm kind of feeling some supination or something. It would be nice to have, like, the cables are really nice, but your wrists are kind of locked in the spot. And the dumbbells, you can kind of come out and you can kind of turn as you come up. So again, TBD, we will figure those out. But we got to build some momentum with that squat first. I also do want to mention something that I almost said something that came to my attention. It's not even that. It's I was talking to a buddy yesterday, and it's somebody I look forward to. It's a good friend of mine. Getting ready to go on a trip back west, back where I was from, back where the powerlifting roots and interests for myself even began, and I'm getting kind of hyped on that. The reason I'm going down isn't so hyped, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But anyways, I was talking to him, and he didn't sound the same as I'm used to him sounding, and just he wasn't the same as how he was. And I talked about environment. It might have been yesterday or the day before, but I talked about the importance of an environment. And I think lately I've kind of been, not to talk crap about anybody, but I feel like I've been in this weird spot where I've kind of outgrown some people. They're good people. They got their own problems, they got their own troubles, they got their own things they have to overcome. And at the end of the day, sometimes when you're winning, other people may or may not feel threatened by that. And I'm trying to choose my words carefully because it's not about them. What I'm trying to say is, talking to my friend felt like a breath of fresh air. I think for both of us, we talked about that because he was struggling. He's like, man, he's really big on jiu-jitsu. He wants to be a black belt. And I'm like, what happened? How has jiu-jitsu been? Hasn't done it in 6 months, has his own business doing construction, and he's got his family and stuff. And whenever I'm trying to change my life, like right now, we're a different level of locked in, man. We're locked in when we got the big stash down low and the small beard, or when we got the big stash up top, small beard down low. Something slight's coming. And I'm excited to see what happens. We got a bench competition to look forward to in July, and then we got October. We're all in October, anyways, for regionals, but the regional championships in the Southeast is going to go hard. Georgia's one of the biggest powerlifting states in the country. And so, same with like Texas and stuff like that. So, I want to go there and I want to show out. I want to make some stuff happen. And, at the end of the day, you're only going to get the battles that you ask for. And so if I want to be the best, I'm going to get some battles, man. That's all there is to it. Anyway, I was talking to my buddy, and whenever I'm trying to change my life, I operate off of trying to address my health, my wealth, and my happiness. Usually when my life isn't going the way I want to, I can link it back to one of those things. Am I in debt? Do I have to pay off some credit cards? Do I have a little bit more month for my money this month? Am I overweight, or am I not going hard in the gym? What is it? There's usually something surrounding health, wealth, and happiness. So when I set goals, You know, I try to address something in that. And talking to him, I'm only saying this because I'm hoping it helps one of you guys, and it kind of like reaffirms some stuff for you. But I noticed that he was really hard on his new business. Like, he was going very hard, and he was really proud of it, as he should be, right? But he was putting all his eggs in that basket. It was literally all business, all family, no jiu-jitsu, no gym, nothing for his health, you know? And he's like, man, I just don't feel, you know, like I've been doing enough. And I'm like, the reason you feel like that is just because, you know, sorry, people are like honking in this tunnel. But the point is, you know, is his wealth. He was working on this business. He was all in on this business, and it's been a dream of his. He's been working for this for years and years since I've known him, and that's going really well. But his health journey, he's kind of, you know, faltered on. He just kind of grinded to a halt on that, and he's not unhealthy, but as you know, ambitious people, as ambitious individuals, you know, and you're in that too. You go to the gym, so you know, you have some sort of ambition in your life. I'm not saying you have to be a world champion or anything like that. I just went through a whole spiel with my lifting team, with my lifting group, where everybody is operating on insecurity and jealousy, and they've started like hitting the brake pedal and letting off the gas. And because they're not pushing hard, and because, you know, these insecurities are coming up, and because of this stuff's happening, they're feeling really threatened. And I kind of, you know, I was trying to tell them, like, hey, like, let's build a better environment. Let's build a community again. Let's get back underneath each other. And all I got met with was, there's more to life than powerlifting, which I enjoy other aspects of life, you know. But at the end of the day, powerlifting is a big part of our life, you know, or the gym, or fitness, or whatever it is. I don't care if you're an underwater basket weaver. Anything that gets you outside, and anything that gets you moving, and anything that gets you, you know, okay, dog, this is crazy. Bro pulled out in front of me, then pulled into oncoming traffic, and then pulled back in front of me, and his trunk just popped open. That was kind of like a scene out of a cartoon. That was kind of crazy. And I realized that could have been an accident if I wouldn't have been paying attention. But like, why am I gonna bug about that? Like, it was fun. I hit the brakes, I saw it, and I'm not gonna let that get in the way of me going to have a good gym session. Just like, you know, disagreement with somebody else because they're not locked in and they don't, you know, care about what they look like or their gym journey. I'm not gonna get upset by that, man. That doesn't affect me. That doesn't affect this fat squat pump. That just means that I got more work to do, man. If somebody else isn't gonna go hit a fat squat, I've got to hit a squat for 2 now, or 3 or 4 or 5, or however many people I'm gonna be in the gym today. That just means that I gotta be able to hold up the weight of the gym on my shoulders today. That's all that means. You know, they don't wanna show up, they don't wanna work hard. Hey man, I got you. I'll put in the dues for all of us, man. Anyways, I'll see you guys inside. Here's the test, man. We got 485 on the bar. This is more than I did last week. And so this is gonna be the last warm up for today. We're gonna hit this and we're gonna hit 505. I just wanna see how it moves. Man, it's nice to feel like a real power lifter again. Putting some weight on my back. If I had to make a prediction, so far I did the bar for 10, I did 1 red for 5, 2 reds for 3, 3 reds for 1. We're gonna hit this once and try to make it fly. Is that good? I don't know. Both my knees popped. I don't know if you heard that. Yeah. Like right on the explosion. It was like crack. But I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just, huh?
I mean, it looks smooth.
Yeah.
But
was it deep enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
You went deep enough for you?
We got today's top single, man. So we were gonna go 505, but with how everything's feeling, 518 is gonna be there, and it's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel dangerous. let's just do what we do, you know? Just another, I mean, it's Friday, but just another Tuesday. Nothing to it, man. This is what we do, daily basis. Just feels nice to have 500 on my back again. Let's make it fly. Ooh. Chalk up. You ready?
Come on, bro.
This is for you, man.
Shit, dude. Come on. Let's fucking go. Come on. Come on. You got it, bro. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Damn.
That shit was light as fuck, dude.
Week two numbers, man.
Good shit, dude.
Thank you. I just gotta get my, it's just weird doing low bar. Like with high bar, you're upright. So I just gotta make sure my gumption.
That was light as fuck. Did you not see that shit, dude?
I mean.
Damn, dude. Fuck yeah.
We are feeling very good, man. Things are going to the right places. Things are working. Progress has been made. Now we got back downs. We're doing, I'm gonna call it 420, but it's 418. 3 reds and a green. Let's hit 6 reps. Ooh, 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 2 to get ready, 4 to go. All right, a little bit shaky. Not a bad thing, it's just, we gotta get used to the movement. So there's a couple things to clean up, but overall I'm very happy with that. 6 reps, pretty easy. We just wanna make all those reps look the same. We wanna make them feel the same. There was, I think that first rep, I almost went up backwards. I exploded up really fast. And then I think I stood up just a little too straight. But now I'm very happy with that. Today's been a really good workout. And we're gonna try something new. I usually load all my plates on the bottom here. We got 2 on bottom, 2 on top. It's week 2, so I was kind of torn between 4 and 5 plates, but I think we just hit this and just make this as hard as possible and then move on from there. And then we'll get to our next problem, trying to figure out what shoulder movement we're gonna do. But one thing at a time. Let's go ahead and get this. I really wanna get my quads in there. And I really wanna I don't wanna destroy myself, but I wanna challenge myself. There we go. Gotta keep my back straight, come on. 2 more. Ooh, here we go. All right, we're not going to complete failure today. Like I said, week 2, so we got 2 more weeks we want to manage fatigue for, but that was challenging, so good set. Catch you guys on the shoulder exercise. I got one more of these off camera. Last week, we were doing shoulder press, and we did these. I was gonna try something else, but you know, at the end of the day, we're just gonna stick with this for now. And I was trying to find something else that I wanted to do, and I just didn't find anything that I felt was gonna be better. So, you know, I don't wanna sit there looking through YouTube and everything else to try to find the perfect exercise. I can come up with that later. We're just gonna hit this, and we're just gonna focus on tension and controlling the movement. Let's get 10 reps. I think that's a good set. I do miss having like a seated barbell military press, but I think this is good. The only thing I don't like about this is I can't move my arms, so I can't like rotate a little bit just to get that like extra little bit of shoulder flexion, I guess, or that pump. But feels pretty good. I feel it a little bit in my upper chest, so I was trying to kind of avoid that. But anyways, like I've preached a couple times, and what I will continue to preach is, you know, there's more than one way to make an exercise harder. You can do the same weight of an exercise and make it twice as hard. You know, just time under tension, good form, making sure you keep yourself from that form breakdown, and you know, you just keep pushing through the same movement. I see a lot of people, their form breaks down, and then it turns into almost like an incline bench press. But you know, you can raise weight, you can slow down the reps, or you can add reps, you know what I mean? So pretty cut and dry. Let's go figure out our bicep situation, hit some calf raises, and we're out of here. Bicep curl, we've been doing like on an incline bench, but today I think we're just gonna kind of lean into it and hit some cable curls still, just with a little twist. Give me a second. There we go. I've been curling from like the floor, kind of coming down and up, and I've been doing cables instead of dumbbells to keep constant tension. On dumbbells, when you're at the bottom, you lose tension, and so we're just trying some things, right? That's part of the journey. Anyways, with this, we're bringing up the hand height so we can get peak maximum curl and kind of bicep activation. Just let's see how it feels. We're slowly building up into something better. Always striving to be better, man. Also, that's pretty nice. Fingers are going a little tingly. That's kind of crazy. But last week, or whenever, I can get on the incline bench and hit this for like 12. We just got 15, and ooh, we're starting to cramp up a little bit. I think we're on the right track. Anyways, I'm gonna hit some calf raise off camera, and that's gonna be it for today's workout. Thanks for showing up for another successful workout. Just another step closer to being a regional champion. See you guys tomorrow.